if you make money, but somehow always end up broke. This is exactly why. I used to get paid, feel rich for about 24 hours, and then slowly watch my bank account drop back to zero every single month. No matter how hard I worked, nothing changed. Until my father told me 3 simple rules. And those rules didn't just help me save money, they completely changed how I think about money. I went from broke in my 20s to financially free before 30. And the craziest part? The first rule is something most people ignore their entire life. Setup. My dad didn't look rich at all. No luxury cars, no designer clothes, no flashy lifestyle. If you saw him, you'd think he was just a normal guy. But behind the scenes, he was quietly building real wealth. And one day he told me something that honestly made me uncomfortable. You're working hard, but you're not building anything for yourself. That hit me. Because I realized I was helping my job grow, helping companies make money, but I wasn't building my own future. That's when he gave me the first rule. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. Most people think saving works like this: pay bills, spend money, save whatever is left. But let's be honest, there's almost never anything left. That's exactly how I was living. Until my dad flipped the entire system. He said, the first bill you pay should be yourself. So instead of saving what was left, I had to save 20% immediately the moment I got paid. Before rent, before food, before anything. And I remember telling him, I literally can't afford to do that. He didn't argue, he just said, then you can't afford your current life. That forced me to change. I started cutting things out, eating out less, spending less, thinking more before buying. And something interesting happened. I adapted. Because humans always adapt. And suddenly, saving wasn't something I tried to do. It became automatic. That's when everything started changing. Because now I wasn't just working for money, I was keeping some of it. And even more important, I started investing it. Index funds, retirement accounts, simple stuff. Nothing fancy, but consistent. And consistency is what builds wealth. Rule number 2, never touch your investments. After about a year, I had built up a decent amount of money. For the first time, I felt proud. And naturally, I wanted to reward myself. I started looking at a newer car, and I thought, I already have the money saved, why not? So I told my dad, and I expected him to say something like, good job. Instead, he looked at me and said, that money isn't yours anymore. That confused me, because technically, it was my money. But what he meant was this: that money already has a job. Its job is to grow. Its job is to build your future. And if you spend it, you destroy that future growth. Most people treat investments like a backup account, something they can dip into when they want something. But wealthy people, they treat it like a machine that produces more money over time. And the fuel of that machine is time plus consistency. Let me give you a simple idea. If you invest just a few $1,000s in your 20s and leave it alone, it can turn into hundreds of thousands later. Not because you're smart, but because you didn't touch it. So every time you take money out, you're not just spending money, you're deleting future wealth. That's when I decided, no matter what, I don't touch my investments. Rule number 3, own the engine. At this point, I was doing well. I was saving, I was investing, but my dad told me something next level. He said, a job will make you secure, but ownership will make you free. And that changed everything. Because I realized even if I saved and invested, I was still trading time for money. So he challenged me. Take extra money, bonuses, side income, and build something of your own. Not to replace your job immediately, but to create a second stream of income. So I started small. I used a skill I already had and began doing freelance work. At first, it was nothing. $200 here, $300 there, but I treated it seriously. I reinvested the money, improved my skills, got better clients, and slowly, it started growing. Until one day, that small side hustle was making more than my full-time job. That's when it hit me. Employees work for money. Owners build systems that make money. And once you own something, your income is no longer limited by your time. So here are the 3 rules. Pay yourself first, never touch your investments, build your own income streams. It's simple, but it requires discipline and patience. Because real wealth is built quietly. So here's the real question. With your next paycheck, are you going to pay yourself first or everyone else? Comment below. What's one money lesson that changed your life? And if you want to build real financial freedom, subscribe. Because this is just the beginning.